Hi, my name is yapıcıoğlu and I'm an industrial engineering student in Bilkent University, and this is my phys102 project. My project is about a capacitor and two different dielectric material lineups to see if our single capacitor is going to act like two different capacitors connected in series or in parallel. To see that, first we have to measure the capacitance of our capacitor with air inside of it. My multimeter is measuring in nanofarads. Now, my other dielectric material is styrofoam. I am putting styrofoam inside my capacitor and measuring capacitance with it. I am keeping constant the area of the parallel plates and the distance between them. Now, my multimeter is measuring capacitance of my capacitor with a styrofoam in it. Now we are going to try two different lineups. Before starting our experiment, we can see how a single capacitor's capacitance is calculated by theory. In here, I am positioning two of my dielectric materials side by side. Theory says that my single capacitor will act like two different capacitors connected in series. Because dielectrics have different potentials at their sides, we can see it from the image that how this theory applies. Now we are changing the position to try the second lineup. I am stacking dielectrics one top and another. My expectation is the capacitor will act like two different capacitors connected in parallel because the potential difference is same for each of these dielectrics. We can see how this theory applies from the image. And these are my data and results of my experiment. Our main aim was to see if our single capacitor is going to act like two different capacitors connected in series or in parallel when we change the position of the dielectric material. From the data, it's observable that our lineup 1 acted like two different capacitors connected in series and our lineup 2 acted like two different capacitors connected in parallel. Of course, errors did occur. Errors can occur because of the environmental and instrumental factors and of course human mistakes. Environmental factors can be listed as there is devices around the laboratory that creates electric field, lack of sensitiveness of the material, wires are not being ideal, and of course while measuring, human mistakes can be done. Errors can occur naturally, however, we can say that we have accomplished our aim and observed what we want to observe. This was my phys102 experiment. Thank you for watching me.